Hi, good early in the morning to you, and welcome to a special edition of Talking Shit in the Commentary. It's pretty early, and I couldn't wait until a different hour. I'm going online in regards to Rule 3.3 for subordinating perjury for District Attorney Robert McCulloch. Who was the district attorney in the Michael Brown case, where he is openly admitting that he broke the law while conducting this grand jury investigation by putting witnesses on the stand who he knowingly realized were lying and didn't have proper facts. One witness, I guess witness 40, wasn't even present during the shooting when Michael Brown was gunned down. And in lieu of that, I'm really appalled that President of the NYPD union, President of the New York Police Department union, Patrick Lynch, making some very visceral comments, just a really damning ignorance in lieu of two officers that were executed by some lone wolf gunman. And somehow the president of the union is attaching that insane man's behavior with the overall reaction to Mayor de Blasio in regards to the protesting that has been taking place in regards to this police brutality in this country that is, quite frankly, under federal investigation. You know, it's not just about Mayor de Blasio's fear of his own Afro-American son, but the idea that somehow the police are invincible and have some inalienable right against being investigated or looked into or being questioned is totally inappropriate. A lot of this stuff, you know, those cops being murdered was awful. There will be proper respect paid to those gentlemen. They were good cops, from what I hear. And to turn their back on the mayor, the way the police are accusing the mayor of turning their back on him. See, two wrongs don't make a right. I don't believe that the mayor is wrong. I believe that the mayor was seeing the community crying out for some sort of help in understanding the Eric Gardner murder and why that cop was acquitted. That cop had no business being acquitted. There was an acquittal in regards to the Michael Brown shooting, and all Mayor de Blasio was saying was like, let's really take a serious look at that, because it does frighten one. I have two younger nephews that are black. I have two friends that walked away from me from a home that I visited just the other day, and I thought in my mind, these two young black men, you know, I hope they aren't trying to sell Lucy cigarettes, and I hope they communicatively don't get in a struggle with any policeman in this country because of this sort of, you know, instant justice that a lot of police practice. Now, I don't know if Patrick Lynch has ever been on the other side of this kind of a pinch. It's really frustrating. And so Mayor de Blasio was responding at that time in an appropriate manner. And to come out and to act as though that these two cops' murder and execution has something to do with the fact that we have a right in this country to question anybody about anything. And they have a right to lie and bullshit like Patrick Lynch does on Fox News and all these other outlets who are sort of inciting, Bob McCulloch incited a riot the day that he announced that grand jury decision. The people who acquitted this cop for basically, choking Eric Garner to death on the sidewalk with the videotape confuses people. So I don't understand what the big idea is, that somehow Patrick Lynch is right about anything. I don't even know what he's really saying, that because these deaths are under scrutiny, and because the grand jury's behavior is under scrutiny, and because the prosecutorial aspect of the law is somehow in cahoots with no harm, no foul mentality in regards to the nation's police, is really sickening. And the president wouldn't have appointed a panel to really dig into what's going on. I mean, if Patrick Lynch is just going to be part of a lynch mob toward the mayor and not really try to deal with facts that are really there, then let him keep living over at Fox News. He should take on a position at Fox News. This is the kind of Fox News fucking trotting that they spend a lot of time over there plotting. I think it's senseless to have the president of the New York Police Department Union, Patrick Lynch, on the fucking Twitter and on the media, on the YouTube, everywhere, just sort of talking all this fucking bullshit. And it's like, listen, Patrick, nobody said that all cops were bad. You sure aren't fucking helping much in regards to the public's view on the policemen. It was horrible what those people did. Nobody is denying that. But, it's almost like saying since Hitler did all this bullshit to the Jews, everything that Israelis do is right. Just because something is wrong with one aspect of something doesn't make all the people wrong all the time or right all the time. I don't think that just because there's all these police departments all over the country where thousands of cops do the right thing, that somehow when the 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 bad cops do something, that needs to be sort of glossed over because of all of these other good cops. Doesn't make sense. Patrick Lynch. That is not how prosecutorial things are done in this country, Patrick Lynch. Are you really familiar with the law, Patrick Lynch? Do you really know what you're talking about? Are you just trying to keep your job and look and sound good? Are you really trying to do good in regards to what the hell you're talking about? Nobody is saying that cops are all bad, Pat. Put on a different hat or take your bullshit over to the bullshit mat. Get a job for Fox News, will ya? Because what you're supposed to be doing for the police, and now they've created some sort of a letter that when cops are gunned down or killed in the line of duty, that they don't want the mayor. Listen, the police department is not an island of its own. The police department is made up of citizens in this very country. The police department, I'm talking about all police departments. All police departments, they're not sanctioned by anybody to be special about anything when it comes to the law. They, like ourselves, have to practice it. I think it's ridiculous for Pat Lynch to disrespectfully go on TV to get in some kind of combative, confusing, negative, harsh, senseless wall of blueness campaign against the fucking mayor. The mayor was just saying that this atmosphere has gotten hostile and that he feared for his son's life. And I support Mayor de Blasio, and I support good cops. But I do not support the president of the motherfucking NYPD union, not on the grounds that he's a good or a bad cop. I think he's full of shit and he doesn't know what he's talking about. That the mayor made a comment based on what was going on. And that was a while, when the mayor made that comment, that was several days ago. The mayor didn't make that comment in lieu of the shooting of the 2 innocent police officers. What are you talking about, Pat? What are you talking about, Pat? Stop having coffee with the people over at Fox News and really get into the blues. Get into the blue. Get into what the cops need over there. These policemen need a bridge to communicative peace, not some fucking asshole who's off his leash. Now get it together. I'll see you when it's time to eat, and we're still ending the programs with our new statement from 2015, fuck Fox News. Thank you.